Have Hearts been robbed, or was the decision correct? You know the number to ring. This is what the Hearts boss, Derek McInnes, he thinks of that decision.
I'd heard there was a 96-minute penalty. I didn't need to ask who for. And it was going to VAR. Obviously, it's Celtic have scored. Having seen it, it feels like us against everybody. It's when you see the two that we didn't get at the weekend, and then you see that. I thought I was missing something when I was watching it. I had to ask, what am I looking for here? So, no, it's actually quite disgusting, to be honest.
Quite disgusting.
Strong words there.
Yeah, very strong. Let's get the thoughts of a Celtic fan now. She was on the Sports Bar last night.
Oh.
Yeah, she was quite animated, I think is the word I'm looking for. She's talkSPORT's weekend breakfast host. A very good morning to the wonderful Shebahn Aherne. Good morning, Shebahn.
Good morning, Shebahn.
Good morning, Andy. Morning, Gabby. What a treat to have you both with us this week. How are you?
We're good. Did you see Gabby with his new haircut earlier on?
He looked stunning.
Thank you,
honestly,
Shebahn.
a 10 out of 10 now.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard work with hair, though, isn't it? It gets in your face, and it's hard.
Well, think
Difficult.
about me, babes, with all my extensions.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah.
I need to go and get my roots done next week and then get my extension. You've not got problems. I think I'd rather have you burn it, Gabby.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Someone said you look like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. I thought that was bang on.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Right, let's cut to the chase, Shebahn. You genuinely, hand on heart, think it was a penalty in a handball, right?
Yeah, I obviously it's through the Celtic tinted specs as well, but I think if it's for anybody's club, quite clearly it's a handball. I can't see it any other way. I woke up this morning, I've just got the kids out to school. I'm so overstimulated by this conversation, what I've been listening to the radio this morning, what I'm seeing on social media, that it's clearly a header when he's clearly got his hand up on his forehead and the ball comes off the heel of his hand. That's all I can see. I'm not going to change my opinion on it. It's a hand.
Do you think, though, Shebahn, that a hand that's open like that has got enough power in it for the ball to go so far?
Well, there's some brilliant good Celtic fans out in the streets last night at Glasgow. When was the last time you saw the kids out in the street playing football? It doesn't really happen anymore. People are out putting this theory, to the test. I think you two could get a ball, maybe try it on air after the studio. Just throw that ball, put the heel of your hand up to your head and see if the ball comes off it and see how far it goes. It's not that hard to try. I mean, I saw Jeff Stelling's tweet last night, him even saying, that's a still picture. Still doesn't say anything. I'm like, no. It actually shows the hand on the ball. It's a hand ball. Simple as that. I don't know why anyone's trying to take it away from them, say it's corruption, all this kind of nonsense. Hearts, it's nothing's been taken away from Hearts. So for Derek McInnes to come out and say it's disgusting, I think is a bit full on. Shows me that he's nervous for the weekend, and actually he should be.
Oh,
Shebahn,
come on, Shebahn.
Let me ask you. Right? Let me ask you. If while we were having this conversation, they released a new angle which showed categorically 100% whether or not it was handball, like factually, and you hadn't seen it yet, and I said we've got it. We're going to play, but before we play it, will you bet your entire life on the fact you're right? Would you have that bet?
How I currently stand now, yeah.
Okay, because it's not a handball. It hit his head.
So show me.
Oh, well, I mean, you're on the phone at the moment. I don't know how you want me to do this. I mean, legally, I can't show you.
I've got it on FaceTime. I just sent in a picture to you guys.
I've got it here, Shebahn. I'm going to show it him.
Yeah. So so you're showing me a still of the ball hitting his head with his hand next to it, is what I see.
No, Andy.
Hold on. That's not categorically. No, but that's not.
Take your glasses off. Put them back on.
But let me ask you this: but categorically, factually, that's a side view of it, and you can't 100% tell me that the ball is hitting his hand and not say.
See, Andy, his fingers are on the ball.
Let me ask you this:
his fingers are on the ball.
They're not. Is it possible? Is it possible that his hand is not touching the ball? Is that possible?
For me, no. For me, I see a hand on the ball. I don't know why you're trying to convince me otherwise. His hand is on the ball. It's simple, guys.
Can I ask you, if I got a football and Gabby took a picture from the side, do you think I could recreate that and not touch the ball?
I don't know. I don't really care. To be honest, it's a penalty. We're going down to the final day. Go and try it in the corridor.
Okay,
but acting like a ball can't come off the heel of your hand and go far. It can.
It can't.
Of course it can.
That far, though.
It can't go 40 yards into Rose Ed, can it? You just
Guys, go and
can't.
try it. Go and try it. Have a look. Other people are trying it online.
Okay, we'll try it in a break.
Don't try and it's not really my problem that we're in this situation.
Of
I was like
course, I
everyone
agree.
else watching it at home last night. Okay, that decision was given. For me, it's a handball. You've asked me what I think about it. 100%, it's a handball. If it were for Rangers last night, if it for Hearts last night, if it's not down, it's just a handball.
Let me
It's
ask you
fine.
this: if you thought it wasn't a handball, would you still say it was? Because the result has been given, so it doesn't. You can't go back in time. So if you thought actually it's really not a handball, would you tell us?
If I didn't think it was a handball, I wouldn't say it's a handball. Guys, I think I'm I think I'm kind of straight as they come.
Shebahn, even forget yesterday. There's been talk from a lot of other supporters that Celtic have had a lot of decisions this season in recent weeks. I'm sure Chris Boyd last night, watching the game afterwards, said that the last 3 games have been decisions that have gone their way. Do you believe that? Is there a bias to Celtic?
No, I mean, so many people were saying that this corruption's been going on for years. I heard the caller to the sports bar last night.
Yeah.
Celtic have been the dominant team for how many years, as have Rangers. This is an unprecedented season, and I have loved every second of it. And I've never wanted it more because of what we've seen from Hearts this season. They've thrown an absolute rocket or two up the rest of the league. They've shocked us all. The Tony Bloom effect, the job that McInnes has done, the players that he's got. Hats off to them. This isn't corruption because nothing's won yet. Nothing's been won yet. Celtic, I've said it all along, we have had the gods on our side. St. Martin O'Neill, we've had the gods on our side. We
And the
really
refs.
have. But last night was a handball. It was a handball.
If Celtic go on and win the league, will you feel sorry for Hearts at all?
No. No. What do you think
Seeing
this
a different
is?
side. Seeing different sides of Shebahn, aren't we?
No, Shebahn.
Guys,
She's not like that, everyone. She's lovely in real life.
Lovely.
Lovely.
why
Too
would
nice,
I
if
feel
anything.
sorry for them? They've had a great season. Tony Bloom wanted this in 10 seasons. He's nearly got it in his first. I'll continue living my life if Hearts don't win this season. Do you know, it's been absolutely incredible. I've loved it. But Rangers only went out of it last week. Celtic are in it to the final day against Hearts, who've been absolutely incredible. But last night was a handball, fair and square. That's it. No need to read into it.
Case
No need
closed.
for corruption.
Do you know what?
Case closed.
Do you know what? I've been arguing all morning. I just don't feel comfortable arguing with you on this one. I think I'd lose.
No. It's
Thanks
not safe for us.
It's not.
Correct answer, Andy. Love you guys. Take
Cheers,
care.
Shebahn.
Have a lovely day. You'll be a brave man to argue with Shebahn. Let's speak to Craig. He's a Rangers fan. Maybe he will. I'm sure he will. Hello, Craig.
Good morning, Craig.
Morning, guys. Morning. The fact I'm a Rangers fan, actually, I know you're going to laugh at this, is irrelevant. I'm phoning because I'm a grassroots referee, so I've only been doing it 3 years, but I actually pride myself in the fact that I understand the laws of the game. A lot of people can sort of slag me off a little bit in games because I tend to quote the laws when I penalise a player, but I think it's important to do that, and I think the laws on this one are actually really straightforward. The first bit of the handball law is that not every time the ball hits the hand will it be a handball.
True.
The key is a punishable handball. Now then, the law is also really clear that it can only be a punishable handball if it's a deliberate handball, or if the hand or arm is outside the silhouette of the body,
right, yeah.
i.e. making the body unnaturally bigger. Now I think if you remove the Motherwell player's hand in the situation, where does the ball hit next? The ball is then hitting the head. So let's say the ball does hit the hand. That doesn't mean it's a handball. Because if you take the hand away, it hits his head. So it's not making his body unnaturally bigger. Therefore, if you just apply the laws, it's factually not a handball.
All right, thanks for your call. I'm looking at the picture now. I don't even think it is a handball. I think that's
That's to the side,
an
isn't it?
illusion. Yeah, that's a side view.
Yeah, it's to the
I
side.
could hold a football to your head. You put your hand up, and then I'll take a picture and it look like that.
Yeah.
I just don't think it is. And I'm not got a dog in the fight. I'm just being honest.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a neutral, but I don't think it was a penalty.
Okay.